He gave me one of those slow once-overs, the kind that wasn't exactly rude but wasn't innocent either. His smirk curled like a challenge. "That dress is a bit much, don't you think?" he said. I didn't flinch. I just smiled. I didn't need to defend myself, because it was never about the dress. We'd been circling this invisible line for weeks now. Conversations that ran a little too long, glances that lingered just 1 second past appropriate. No one else noticed it, but we did. We felt it. And that night, I was done pretending. The music pulsed through the room like a second heartbeat. Dim lights flickered over moving bodies, casting us all in half-shadows. I took a slow step toward him. Then another. With every stride, I watched his smirk falter, bit by bit. When I was close enough, I leaned in so only he could hear me. "Maybe you're just not the one who can handle it." Then I walked away. I didn't go far. I waited, back turned, still in the glow of the party lights. And I knew he'd follow. He always did. When I felt the warmth of his presence behind me again, I turned slowly, letting silence do the heavy lifting. Because sometimes, the most powerful move isn't saying something. It's making them wonder what you're about to say next. He stood there, shifting slightly, like he was debating whether or not to take that final step across the line we'd been tiptoeing around for too long. We weren't strangers, but would never let ourselves get this close either. Until now. Evan, always the teasing one, used to call me dramatic. Said I liked the spotlight. Maybe he wasn't wrong. Maybe that night I wanted him to look at me, just me. The air between us was dense with unsaid things. I could feel the tension between us like a held breath. And then, someone called his name. I followed the sound with my eyes. Her. That girl who always hovered just a bit too close, laughed too hard at his jokes, touched his arm like it was hers to claim. I watched as he turned toward her, hesitated, and gave her a half smile. That pause, so small, made my chest tighten. I wasn't jealous. Not exactly. It was something deeper. Fear, maybe. That I'd misread all of it. Still, I didn't move. I stood in the silence to see what he would do when I wasn't filling the gap. He glanced back at me. That half second of hesitation said enough. He felt it too. He started walking toward me again, this time slower, like each step carried a decision. The music faded into a thrum in the background. I barely noticed it anymore. The only thing I could hear was the weight of whatever we were about to become. She called his name again, sharper, more urgent. But he didn't stop. He stopped in front of me instead. "You always do this," he said, voice quiet. "You light a spark and walk away before it catches fire." I stared at him. "And you always follow," I said evenly. We were standing at the edge of something we couldn't name. The air around us crackled, and just when I thought one of us might finally make a move, his phone buzzed. He looked down. His face changed. I caught a glimpse of the name glowing on his screen. Her. And a message. "Tell her the truth." My stomach dropped. "What truth?" I asked, my voice lower now. "Rora." He didn't answer right away. His eyes drifted toward the exit. Then back to me. Something heavy settled in his posture. "It's not what you think," he said, barely above a whisper. But it was too late for that. Whatever game we'd been playing had shifted. Now the mask was off, and I wasn't sure who had been leading the dance all along. He let out a breath and said, "She's not just a friend. She's or my ex. And the truth is, she never really left. I didn't move. My heart thudded, but I stayed grounded. So what was all this, then? I asked, gesturing between us. His expression flickered like he wanted to say everything at once, but didn't know where to begin. You made me feel real again, he said, but I never told her it was over. The room seemed to hold its breath with me. Then I smiled, small, sharp. Then let me help you decide. I turned and walked away. Almost to the door, my phone buzzed. Her name flashed across the screen. My finger hovered. Then, curiosity won. I answered. Her voice was cool. Too calm. He's good at making people feel like they're the only one, she said. Just thought you should know. I believed him too, until I watched him do the same dance with someone else. Before you. My chest tightened. But I wasn't shocked. Not really. I hung up without replying. When I turned, he was still standing there, waiting, like he expected a reaction. It's not me you owe honesty to, I said. It's yourself. Then I walked away for good. My heels struck the floor like punctuation marks, each step ending a sentence I no longer wanted to finish. He didn't stop me this time. And maybe that dress was too much. But it gave me everything I needed to see the truth. And leave it standing right where it belonged, behind me.